Hello, dynamic stars. I am here in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, feel the sun, feel the sky, the trees, the green. I know you can see the green all around me. That's the grill. We have it covered up. We're not too big on grilling, but it feels delicious. We are here today to share that energy with you. Bring the light. And we have a welcome call for you. Today, as I promised, we're going to be talking about Heteru. Heteru is the deity from the Egyptian Pantheon of love, relationships, beauty, sensuality, all of those things that make us the beautiful, flowy, relaxed, happy, and also business-like people that we are. Because Heteru is minor wealth. Minor in the sense that how much work and effort do you have to put into getting this thing? Not that much? Okay. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a little wealth. Because there are some people that came into this world with very little obstacles, very little things from past lives, or they cleaned it up over time, over lifetimes, meaning, and then they came into this life and everything is pretty good. And all they have to do is a little something to unlock the riches. And that is what we mean by minor wealth. Because if you don't have to do that much to unlock it, there it is. So minor could be $10, $10,000. For some people, minor is $10 million, simply because it depends on you and your life path. But whenever you see Heteru on the table, there is money to be received. There are things to receive. She gives. Let me show you what Heteru looks like. Heteru's number is 5. Her colors are green and yellow. And she loves all things beautiful. She wants to make your home gorgeous, what you wear gorgeous, and of course, what do we have? We have Heteru Hetepu. That's the first card that pops out. You see she's smelling a beautiful flower, a yellow flower. Full lips, beautiful, beautiful headdress, her hair, all of those things in the beauty industry, they all belong to Heteru Oshun in the Yoruba tradition, Lukumi tradition, because there are those who practice many different things. For Heteru to expand in your life, you can wear her colors, the green and yellow. You can use beautiful smelling colognes, perfumes, because on one level, she is quote unquote the Max Factor, the Revlon Beauty, the MAC, whatever your favorite cosmetic brand is. All of those things that you do to prepare yourself to go out into the world looking your best, that is Heteru. Getting your nails done, getting your feet done, because she moves things out of your way through that force you bring with you, that Heteru force. It shifts things and it moves things. It is accommodating to a point, because sometimes you have to rub someone's back. You have to work in a way that may be alien to you, but Heteru has that way of moving. She has an almost serpentine move to her, because she's flexible and she moves through situations to help bring you the things that you need, even the things that you don't know that you need. So a Heteru Hetepu reading, as we just saw, is all ways are open, provided you are sweet. Your words come out with honey, because honey is one of her things that she uses. You put a little honey on your tongue before you go out and have that meeting, before you go out and, reel in that person that you're interested, male, female, it doesn't matter. Heteru works with everyone for all relationships. Even if you are having problems with your mother, if you're having problems, especially with your mother, if you're having problems with co-workers and friends, you can get some river water, because river, that belongs to Oshun, all river water, river without salt in it. And you can use that to cool down your head, to put on the back of your neck, to remove anything that could be there that's stopping you, because the heat diminishes Heteru's functionality. She doesn't like that. She likes it cool. This heavy, heavy sun, this is not really for her. She can deal with it. Give her a beautiful umbrella and she'll be good. She'll flow with that. But all of this Southern Belle, I'm down here in the South. Southern Belle is a perfect, quote unquote, stereotypical image of Heteru, with that lovely little Southern drawl and the sweetness. However, you know there's a cunning behind it. You know there's a plan behind it. Southern Belle is a beautiful example of how I wouldn't want to say shrewd, but a shrewd, beautiful woman who knows what she wants. That is what it is all about. And the softness that you feel on the outside is just a way to move the situation to what it needs to be. So when you get a Heteru, it's a way to move, it's a way to feel. Nothing jarring and that is totally outside of her realm. She will do that possibly if there is a war, because she becomes a warrior. The other side of Heteru is Sekhmet, also in the Egyptian Pantheon. Sekhmet is the warrior. She is the one that goes, she drinks the blood and turns into the Sekhmet and kills whatever is in her way. So there are the two sides, as with anything, the yin and the yang of anything. So know that when you have Heteru on the table, it is peaceful, it is calm. It doesn't mean that you are just doing nothing. It means that that is what is on the outside. That is the energy you are projecting out. Inside could be something else going on, but this is always here doing the mesmerizing. Meanwhile, the spell is being weaved on the backside. So this is something to think about. She is the sweet witch. She is the one that weaves a spell that pulls you in, and you don't even know what's really happening, because she is that good at weaving that spell. So let me give you some of what Heteru is, straight from the book. The book is The Muduniter by Ra'un Nefra Men. It is an organization, a group of people that really only focuses on the Egyptian pantheon. That is what they do. And there are books, I believe, all the way up to volume 5, but volume 1 is of the Muduniter, is that has all the information. So in the Kemetic tradition, it is Heteru, Nebhet, the Canaanite, it is Hanael, Kabbalistic, Nakshek, Zak, Netzach, Yoruba, Oshun, Indus Kush, Kamal, Lamakita. The planet is Venus, the day is Friday, the sphere is 7. Her color, green and yellow, as I said. Number is 5. Her gems, diamonds, white zircons, rose, zircon, and white coral. The time of year, sidereal full moons in either Libra or Taurus. Her herbs, yellow roses, honeysuckle, calendula flowers, maiden's hair, parsley, vetiver, spearmint, sandalwood. Her oils, rose, sandalwood, honeysuckle, cinnamon. Incense, same as the oils. If you're trying to call her, her word of power in the Kemetic tradition is cling, cling, cling. That beautiful sound, a ringing sound. She uses little bells to call her. And think about the little sweet tinkling chimes of a bell. Even wind chimes, they do belong to, well, wind chimes, the sound of that and the wind blowing and that lovely little tinkle, also Heteru. So some of her functions, entertainers, artists, young women, the beauty industry, clothing, pleasure, and anything to adorn the body. So that is more about what she is, and emotional traits: sociable, affectionate, pleasure-loving, quiet, harmonious, joyful, sweet, engaging, flexible, sympathetic, graceful, merry, cheerful. On her next negative side, or the other side, forget negative, the other side, sensually aberrated, so sex fiend, nympho, shameless, lascivious, timorous, neglectful, lewd, idle, wasteful, craving of drugs, alcohol, immoral, motivated by fantasies and empty forms, therefore becoming illogical, irrational, a spendthrift, fearful, careless, narcissistic. These are the other side. But anything taken to its extreme can go the other way, the positive or that negative. If you say you get a Heteru Tuma'at Sebek Tem Chayas, Heteru is on that front, it's open, you're doing, you're moving, but with that Sebek behind it, that Sebek is giving you the wrong information. You're probably trying to do a trick. You're trying probably to do a con. So you can say, hey, do you want to go so-and-so? And the woman or whoever that person is gets the Heteru Sebek Tem. They're like, I don't really want to go. But where they're going, they have this thing there that I want to do. So I want to get there. So you say, yeah, I want to go, I want to do that. Meanwhile, at the back of your mind, you already know you're going to get there, make up some excuse, and you're going to go do what you got to do. You know, fluff it, come back just in time to do a couple of minutes or just a little bit with that other person, what they came to do, but your stuff is done. So that could be the Heteru open with the Sebek behind it, because you got something else going on. You got something else that you want to do, but you want to tap in and get that ride, or, you know, just be in that place. Could be in another country and you need the plane ride, but you don't want to, you know, pay for it. So this is that way of doing it. That is a way that Heteru can work. And it's a win-win, because the person is getting that person there with them because that's what they wanted. That's why they asked in the first place. But that person who got the Heteru to Sebek Tem is getting what they want too. So there are ways to work things out where the Heteru is always moving and working for things to go in the way that the person who inquired, who received that Heteru, it's for their benefit. So we do things because we need to do things. And sometimes Heteru assists us in getting there. Yes, I know Heteru Oshun sometimes can get a bad rap because, you know, young women do a lot of things. Young men do a lot of things. But we should see this is energy. This is nothing bad, it's indifferent. You have to look at your situation and know what it is you want, your priorities in the world, because that will make it right for you. And I know some people listening to that is going to be like, what? But you understand what I'm saying. We have come here with our own individual purposes, life goals, plans. We came with soul connections with other people, karmic relationships, soulmate relationships, twin flame or sacred union relationships. And each of those things have different rules. Situation is, let's just pretend there's a situation where there's somebody involved in a relationship, a very committed relationship for a long time. However, they had a soul contract with someone prior to the committed, say, marriage relationship. And that soul contract between the person who is now married and the other person, married or not married, doesn't matter. They still haven't finished their soul contract. So once they complete and do their soul contract, that's done. But what if certain things happen that compromise the sanctity of, quote unquote, the married sacred union that is currently in place? That doesn't supersede what's happening now, doesn't supersede the contract from before. Because guess what? The contract from before could have been a more serious, committed relationship. So I bring all of that up to say the context of a Heteru reading can be more than this lifetime. It can span other lifetimes, especially since Heteru deals with relationships. So whoever is watching this video, you probably chose it because maybe there's something already happening where you're confused and you're getting the rules of today mixed up with the soul contract from before. This is to let you know, go and get a reading. Go sit down and pull your own cards if you read for yourself. Go and sit with your spirits and get more information so you understand what is happening in your particular situation, because every situation has a slightly different story to tell. And that's the way it is with Heteru. There's always a little bit more. She is very, very deep. She is not skin deep. Skin deep is only when that particular energy, Heteru, hasn't really worked into your system. Once it really goes deep, it is very deep. And there's so many layers to go down through. Heteru is a beautiful energy, and only, quote unquote, the surface has been scratched by many. I encourage you to go forth and bring her into your life, to bring more sweetness and more depth, because she has so much to show all of us. I mean, look at the beauty that is here. Carry this beauty with you wherever you go on this day and every day moving forward. May the blessings of Heteru and Oshun be always with you. Thank you so much for joining my video today. I am Zurri Muse, here from the gorgeous Atlanta, out in the heart of nature. May you always, always walk in beauty, sweetness, and grace. Ashe.